YouTube, what is good? It is your boy Celestino Ortiz with the keys, back at it with a brand new video. And today's topic is take the L. So let's get to it. YouTube, it's tough. Sometimes you get knocked down and you're going to have to get back up. Some days it's going to feel real low. Some days it's going to feel like all you get is defeat. Defeat, defeat, defeat. But what you need to look at is taking a defeat and accepting it as a defeat and living the rest of your life off of that defeat defeats the purpose of a defeat. I know it's a lot of defeats, but what I'm trying to say is when you lose, it is a win because you gain knowledge. You gain knowledge every time you lose. Whether that be in a basketball game, a football game, a hockey game, whether that be in life, whether that be in business, whether that be in anything that you encounter in your life. You're going to lose sometimes. But you need to take that and reward yourself with the W. And how do you do that? It is by the lesson that you learn. What lessons can I take from this loss that I can apply next time so that maybe it results in a win? Maybe I get the W off bat. Things aren't going to always be given to you. Sometimes you're going to be knocked down so many times, it'll seem like you never get the W that you desire. There are basketball players who never got a title. Charles Barkley, for instance. You don't think Charles Barkley, throughout his losses in his career, took all of those W's in his life and turned them into lessons and rewarded himself with everlasting knowledge for the rest of his life? How many W's and how many losses do you think Charles Barkley gets in his current life as a retired NBA player? I bet you Charles Barkley gets nothing but W's. I'm sure he has some down days, like everybody. Everybody has down days, but the W's that this man probably gets now is probably awesome, you know? He's on TNT doing the halftime shows, talking basketball all day. Probably has a beautiful family, doing great for himself, still making money, not going bankrupt, probably has good business ventures, living his life, and he never won an NBA title. I'm sure there are players who have won NBA titles who are not living their best life right now. I'm sure there are players who won NBA titles and are living their best life, but what I'm trying to say is losses really create a tougher skin. Losses really create a better human within yourself because of the lessons that you learn. Chris Paul, for instance. Chris Paul, at this point in his career with the Phoenix Suns, he's getting to a point in his career where he could get a title this year. But what I noticed about Chris Paul is that he has learned from his mistakes. He has learned from his losses. He has learned what leadership he needs to instill in his teammates. To the point that Chris Paul, with COVID and the COVID protocols, health and safety protocols, missing the game 1 and possibly going to miss game 2 tonight. With that being said, his team still plays like Chris Paul is out on the court. How do you do that? How do you instill your leadership into other players so that when you're not there, your leadership shines bright as always and they still get the W? It is the knowledge. The knowledge that he learned throughout his career to get W's through the losses. When he was a Clipper, a bunch of conference finals they went to, didn't get the deal, didn't seal the deal. He would get hurt sometimes. The team wouldn't play as it used to. They will get bounced. Houston with James Harden. He will get injured. The team will play less than when he was out there. So what I'm trying to say to you people, my YouTube fam, is you need to take these losses. Take them deep into your soul and come out better on the other side. Take the knowledge that you gain and build yourself up so that you reach a height in your life that you're almost impervious to losses and the emotion that come with them. Yes, losses will sting, and they will always sting. But what you learn through these losses, as you get losses, you take that knowledge, you take these lessons, you instill them to other people, your loved ones, your children, your friends, your teammates if you are an athlete. And you raise your peak to another level. You raise your ceiling to another level. So take the losses and they will become W's because of the lessons. And then in the future, you will get W's because of all the lessons that you've learned, all the mistakes that you've gone through. You will become impervious, unlimited, unfuckwittable. YouTube, this is Celestino Ortiz with the keys. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications bell, hit the thumbs up, hit the comment section, show your boy some love. It's all love all the time. Celestino Ortiz with the keys, signing out. Peace.